game. Did I even set it up correctly? I assume so. Something about the resolution of it just seems a bit weird, but I don't think it is. Just reactivate it. Should be fine. So, let me just start honestly. I guess I'm aiming for sub 2 while also unlocking the Medium Plus on this, since I haven't done this in this file. So let's see what happens. I still have to properly figure out this part. I can do it most of the time, but somehow whenever I have done it recently, I've failed. This is fine. I don't have high ambitions, so whatever works, works. My god. Okay. Not like this though. The controls are so wonky at times. Because of the camera angles and like things like that. Yeah, exactly. Like, he just isn't as aerodynamic, if that makes sense anyway. Yeah, just the chat. I would cut off some of your message earlier. And like, usually I can stay and make it work, but sometimes he just doesn't even attempt to slide up. Sometimes he just gets lost and confused. Yeah, I guess. It's the most weird one with the Gaius launch, because whenever I can make it work, it feels so good. But whenever it fails miserably, so... Here, see, now it worked perfectly fine and I have no idea what I did differently. But in a way it's a great challenge. Like, I feel like the old platforms run is still among my favorites, honestly. In speedrunning in general. Whoa, nice, okay. These are the little things, right? The ones where it just doesn't trigger. Yeah, I mean PS2 160 is more insane than PS5. It's a crazy part about it, like 60 FPS. I wonder actually if like... You know what I mean, right? Okay, wait a second. Let me try this. I'm just very curious. Okay, this is a little close to working as of now. Honestly, I'll take this because this is just fascinating. But there, literally, he couldn't make that jump for me. I wonder if I can skip this one thing here now. Okay, he doesn't feel like doing the jump here though. That's the biggest difficulty. Just do a side jump, bro. Okay. Okay, fine. Let me not experiment. But it wasn't the whole time, was it? How did I mute myself? Did you hear the question about Gaius? I was basically wondering if you can climb over the back, just like in the PS4 version. Because I think belly first should still be the best approach, right? No, I was talking the whole time ridiculing the game for being weird. Because I could go for a launch on Gaius. I'm not sure if I would make it happen, but I could probably make it happen with a bit of focus. But it's probably not worth it, right? Because stabbing the belly will only properly work on the up and down animation anyway, right? Unless my dude in Discord finds the plan for it. I gave him a challenge. Yeah. It's been a weird 50-50 for me. I probably am using like timing for it. Why? I don't understand this. Special secret. Now you're worrying me. It would make the SSD explode. My boy, could you just do a thing, please? One thing. Yeah, I thought that was like weird because it didn't properly work or something. Like, it works for the most part, but has like some weaknesses with some inputs. That was my like last information that I had. My dude, just get a grip. Quite literally get a grip. Thanks, I hate it. Covered in butter. He looks fine though. Honestly, hard mode though. Get a gripped hard mode. I wonder if I can get a stab out on Pelagia. Quite honestly, this is all the SSD, I think. No saves. Saving is boring. I wanna have a game crash on me, please. Ah, there was something about that, right? Yeah. I wish I remembered how to do the like fall cancelling thing, because that actually is quite literally a time save here, I think. Wouldn't it? If you jump like earlier and then roll into there instead of going all the way around. Hallo Freunde. We tested that, right? Jump off here, cancel the fall damage and then roll. Yeah, but whenever it doesn't work, I feel stupid. So I won't do that for now. Maybe next time. Today's supposed to be a chill run. I've had enough work-related stupid stuff happen today. Oh, today was rough. Yeah, I know. I just don't remember how to actually do it. So, probably fail. Get a grip, the video game actually, yeah. Did you see that stupid thing? He literally couldn't do the thing. I feel so betrayed. I feel so betrayed. Literally. The only thing he had to do is to not stumble for once. Chill time is over, I'm pissed. In PS2 you had this like, well, you know, inputs are so difficult on 20. No worries, Wander, I understand. Here it's just like, oh, you tried to jump? How about I make a little dance out of it? Ooh, I'm so wobbly. I'm scared. The Colossi are so big. Ooh, I fell once more. I am Wander. Ugh. Whenever I feel like doing hard any percent on PS3 and feel like, oh, this will be fun, and then I remember it's hard mode on PS3 and it's actual hard mode. Yeah, and I'm not even sure, like if you go earlier it just doesn't work. If you go later, you have a better chance of stumbling. So going just right usually is like half a second of leeway. Can you play the PS3 version of PS4? With remote play, right? No, I'm playing on an actual console. I just put in an SSD so it loads faster. Unfortunately on like on any percent on PS3 we don't have a way of tracking the IGT properly because the IGT shown includes load, so it's kinda useless. They got rid of that, right? Like not remote play, what was it called? I forgot, but there was a service that they used to be able to do it, but it was so bad. Like, lag-wise, input delay-wise. So, I quite literally got a PS3 console just to play these games properly. And eventually I will try to contend for world record, just because I feel like it's just something I can do with quite a bit of practice. It won't be easy just because the people who specialized in PS3 are maniacs, but it's doable if I properly figure it out. I think though, if I get a decent run without major mistakes, I could probably, well, you know, get the PS3 hard any percent, since apparently that one isn't quite as crazy. Not the Lotto Hunter one, but you know. Though I don't think it will happen today, just because I feel terrible about everything I'm doing here. Faster than last time though. I started the stream 25 minutes ago. Oh, you mean that? Yeah, they changed something about the available games. It's weird. But it wasn't ever a great way to speedrun. It was just like an option to go for if you have no way of doing it, but it wasn't great. The input delay was abysmal. Like, the games are hard enough as is, you know. Playing Eco on PS3 console is actually pretty cool. I like it. Do they get rid of the whole service or just those games specifically? Yeah, honestly, Eco is great. I don't think it will ever get another remake anytime soon. Maybe for PC if you're lucky, but Eco is okay. Yeah. Playing it, sometimes the hardest thing is to run in a straight line and run through doorways. But after learning it for a while and getting okay at the speedrun, it is fun. Yeah, since I moved, my internet improved by quite a bit. So now I'm able to multi-stream and 60 FPS stream and the like. So yeah, I'm happy about that because I can finally stream properly the way I wanted to. Always. My internet is basically finally decent. I always aim in the wrong way just because I'm not used to it. Timing wise. Okay. Y'all can make bets if Wonder will stay on this time. This time for sure, right? Yeah, for sure. The whole sounds are less clean, which works for this game. Did you all see how, like, this worked without any issues? And I have no idea why this time was different. Also, I'm not shaking yet, which is absolutely insane. I can't see. I'm covered in black goo. Help. How about some more shakes? How about some more shakes? Let me just wait. Okay, honestly, this was good. Considering it's PS3, this was actually very good. This is fine. This is fine. Let me try and get a plant here. I think this is good. Plants are weird in this game, because this one would have never worked on PS4, just because he would have shaken into like one of these edges, and that usually interrupts the plant on the PS4 version. But on PS3 it works decently. Am I too low volume? I'll make the game less loud, thank you for saying that. No, you can jump step in this game. Usually it's not a great idea though. Since the regular stabs work faster. Yeah, I changed that, so should be better now. Surprisingly no, because now that I actually have a place to put the PS3, it is less shaky, so that doesn't really happen anymore, weirdly. I think it's just because it stays in one place and doesn't really move anymore. Yeah, I'll be quite honest, the world record in this category shouldn't be a world record. Because there's quite literally a faster PS2 time. So even calling it world record is a bit weird, but technically the truth, I guess. I'm not sure, I think not Noto Hanto, who was it? Shirapon probably had a faster time. I'm just not sure if it's recorded anywhere. But I remember maybe seeing a Japanese leaderboard. At some point I thought I updated all world records, but I guess I only did it for the combined category, but not for the separate PS3 versus PS2 records. For hard mode it was like a 147, wasn't it? Or 144, something along those lines. For hard mode specifically. Noto Hanto. But yeah, I think the current fastest time on the leaderboard is like a 158 or something, like just under 2 hours. Which if I was running this on PS5, that would be a bad run. But since this is PS3, it's not as straightforward. With a bit of practice I could probably get close or even beat Noto Hanto's 144, but that would take quite a bit of practice. I think with a decently okay run I could probably get below 159 pretty easily. But I haven't run PS3 in so long that you know, I might just get stuck on Argus and nothing happens. So it's difficult to say. 159 is definitely decent. Just not quite what I would call world record pace insanity, you know. But I wanted to contest for all of them eventually anyway. JK, do you remember that one Japanese site where they put all the PS2 records on? I wonder if they had a faster time. You know which one I mean? The one that had Unidone's runs as well. Not the BGR one, but the Japanese one. The Japanese, fan site that's older than speedrun.com. Let me just go for that. I think here I should be able to stab fairly okayly. As long as this animation is going, which is probably why it's preferable. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, this is honestly all I wanted. From here on out, if I don't mess up badly, this should be a good time. Honestly, this is a good way to do it. This is way cleaner than anything I have ever done on this Colossus. And now the rest becomes easier. Okay, let me just let go here. Yeah, it's just like we found a faster setup for Gaius on PS4 recently, and I just realized that you can't quite copy it, but replicate it in a decently fast way here, which probably will gain me a couple minutes overall. This was good. Well, some people just want to put world record in the title. I mean, it's probably sub 140 at least. But you can't blame this honestly on it specifically because of just how hard the Colossi are, specifically Barba. Barba's hand. Argus is terrible. And not even talking about Pelagia, which I think you can 2-cycle it. I've heard tales of 2-cycle being possible, you know? Something along those lines. Back in the day, in the 2000s, someone said it's probably doable. That could actually be a good idea. I might do that just to see how far off I would be. Because since the game loads faster and I have quite a few optimizations now, it should be like I should be able to beat it time-wise in some places at least. Though not all of them. Like, I don't think I will be able to do some of the things Noto Hunter has done. None of them are particularly special, but all of them are clean for a PS2 specifically. Very clean, in fact. He was ahead of the curve in quite a few aspects. What else has normal any percent time? Yeah, because of the hand. I usually try to do hand first there because of that. But even that is hard. And I think I will do it again. I think hand first is probably the most optimal way to do it. Specifically since the category is RTA. It's just not easy to do at all. Also, well, let's see. Phaedra is difficult, unfortunately. When I was practicing PS3 non-stop, I could do it consistently. Now I'm not sure, so to speak. Okay, so far so good. My dude! Quite literally I did it perfectly and he just didn't grab. That is such a pain. Yeah, and you know, I literally did the setup well, but Phaedra refused. Okay, let me try the setup once more. This is another thing that is quite a lot easier on PS4. Because there he doesn't slide around so much. But I feel betrayed, because my setup was actually very good. I swear to God, the wonder missing that grab. I got cheated. Let's try this again. There we go. Sometimes I just think to myself, maybe I should just go for Vayao's strategy. Because it doesn't feel much harder, honestly. But, you know, that's not quite true, because I know if I did this correctly, it wouldn't be so inconsistent. It's quite a skill issue, but that was annoying just now. Stop rolling, please. Stop rolling, please. Okay, that was quite a time loss. It's fine though. This is still fine. And technically I can still beat the world record from this, which is kinda sad, but true. I'm not sure if that's what happened there, but I think last time I tried this category I remember holding R1 was... I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering actually. Oh, this is hard mode, I forgot. I actually forgot this is hard mode for a moment there. Wow. I had so much trouble, I forgot all the important bits and pieces. Yeah, honestly, if I was going for this seriously, I would have reset this run already. But let me just try anyway. Let me stab. Let me stab. May I stab, please? Let me stab. Please. Let me stab. Let me stab. May I please stab with sigil? This game is optimized. It's genuinely the best version. Oh. Okay, let me stab. Maybe I got planned this time. Okay, this was on me though. I'll take it. It's fine. Yeah, I think this is the one that I misremembered, that you have to let go of R1. I like how I barely lost time. You know what that means. Last time I didn't do too well either. This is all for fun anyway. I think Mauricio fell off Avion a couple of times, so if I could avoid that, that'd be great. Honestly, all of this doesn't matter if I randomly get Pelagia 2 cycle, which I'll call impossible for now. Yeah, honestly, with stock leopard sounds, I think Branny was here recently and we emulated Tony Hawk on my Steam Deck, and there was like a zoo level where like different animals do noises, and one of them literally sounded like Zenobia. It was like lion.mp3 kind of deal, you know? It's quite funny, I like it. Yeah, and they replaced them in the PS4 remake, which is a better choice, but something about like some of them just doing random stock footage sound is just funny. They're not iconic though. That's the difference. So, I think tail second still makes sense here, right? Even on PS3. Surely I'll make it work, right? Actually, now that I said so, I'm scared, but let's see what will happen. If it's wing down, I might go wing to wing, actually, because that's a safer approach, and it's not too much slower. On PS3 and PS2, going for the safer strategies will most of the time be the better version, just because going for speed strats is so risky. Like, honestly, that's my style anyway, just going for slightly slower but safer strats to perform more consistently. Until that stopped working on the PS4 version and I had to learn some of the harder stuff. But on PS3 that might still be a way to go. Okay. Okay, dude. Sure. Oh, this is a plant. Okay, I got lucky. Okay, I'll go tail second. This just makes sense. Here, because the setup was great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This strategy quite literally doesn't work, so I might have to do rolls, honestly. This is fine though. The slower animation cycle is just fine for this. As long as I don't fall. You'd be surprised what we do on the PS4 version. This was just the safe version of that. Which makes it even more impressive that many of the individual level strategies were performed by Stormglad already on the PS3 version. That guy was just something else. But even he couldn't do it fully full run wise. Well, there's rumors that he actually holds the any % world record, just unrecorded. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he was good enough to do it. But yeah, I didn't fall, so this is still very good. The way the camera works, that wouldn't apply here. If you could lock the camera, like in Mario 64, it would make blindfolded runs possible, I think. There's already some that are probably possible blindfolded. I did Valis, but... yeah, they look different. They are more intense. By the way, look at the barber time. If I get onto the arm and do it in a decently slow but consistent manner, I will gain minutes. And then there's Hydra skip as well. And then getting Kuro one cycle is the next big thing. I can probably do it, but boy, it will be fun. There's a decent chance I get lost here just because of the way the forest works in this game. I never remember which of the passageways it is, but I think it's the further back one. Right? Yeah. That took me a while, I'll be honest. Orientation is my weakness sometimes in the older versions. It's faster, which makes it harder, because you have to actually focus on where you're going instead of following the setup pathway. Whoa, I got an achievement on the restream thing. Okay. Let's see if I can make hand first work. That would be such a good start if I just got it to work. Roll! 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 Not quite. Let's try this again. It's actually easier, in theory, but also harder because the lineup is kinda weird. Honestly, if I get it 4th try, but the shakes don't mess me up, I don't care. Rest would be fine. Yeah, but I don't like him anyway. You're too close, buddy. Wow. With a step forward I can actually make it work, I think. It would be also great if I could see a thing. I mean, hand first is mostly like trial and error. I had the experience that the closer you get, the actually better it seems to work somehow. Because hand first is a lot easier on these. I'm just being very stupid right now and I'm annoyed by the fact that I can't see at times with the way the particles work. Come on. This guy. There we go. Now the suffering. Now the suffering. I think middle top is kind of a good guess. Yep, kind of here. But it's complete, like... Your guess is as good as mine. But I think this is actually working fairly well currently. Did I get it? Yep. Let me try. Almost. I'm surprised that worked better than I thought it would. Honestly, even with all of that bullshit earlier, this is good. Right now this is actually good pace for PS3. Which is the sad part about it, but it's true. If I just didn't mess up on the early setup, this was a very good way to do it. I think the middle part of the hand somehow stabilizes it more. And I have no idea... Oh yeah, it's 4, not 4.5. I forgot how this game works. Sure, shake me. No. Don't. Please don't. I'll take this. This wasn't great, it wasn't even good, but I'll take this. Considering that's the first run back. I'd even say that was pretty good, considering. I wonder what Mauricio's splits are at this point. I'm probably behind anyway, but no clue. It's difficult to judge. Saying 12 minutes from here compared to these splits, whatever they are, is honestly probably fairly easy. But for that I first have to get the Hydra skip. But this is more fun than I expected once it got going. Way more fun. Did Mauricio upload his splits? Is something wrong with my sound? It is wrong. Well, you can in any fight. Doesn't win you a game or anything, but you can. Percent. Oh, I don't even have an any percent hard run on the board, which is funny because I thought I did, but I guess I never got one good enough that I considered submitting it. Played it on the Japanese PS3. On the IL, if you do it, it just counts as a loss. It's kind of funny. No. You still have to do a fight. Leaving this just it doesn't just win you the battle. There's the one in the PS3 version where you can load into an IO but not despawn the IO if you then leave. And then you can go into an IO in the IO, but I don't think it was found to be useful for anything besides being a bit weird. It's one where you basically deload Valis in the overworld. And then he follows you underground. It's quite weird. It can also be used if you ever get stuck on Zenobia because he glitches into the into architecture, because that can sometimes mess it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not sure if that was good. Let me try anyway. It was just very funny. Okay, let me just do the stab manually to not lose instantly for no reason. I might actually not get that one cycle, which would be a disaster. But let's try my best. Does it have enough leeway? No, you asshole! Is there a way to stab underwater here, if he stabilizes? That ruins the run, and I knew it would happen. Let me reset on the things. Hey Leo! I'm just doing slow runs live today. You don't even know my record. I've gone to 200 on paces that actually mattered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, but like, there I had no choice because if I missed the next stab I would have just died. And also hard stabs on PS3 are difficult. I'm surprised the... Fuck off. Still ahead of Mauricio. Okay, seriously, this is laughable. How much time do I have today? I want to do this properly now. I didn't save 10 minutes. I don't know what these splits even are and or where they came from. It was probably a very, very slow attempt when I didn't know how to play this game. Yeah. Honestly, let me try this again. Maybe I won't finish a run today, but the fact that I am still ahead of Mauricio is kind of ridiculous. It didn't work. Yeah, I haven't done the HTAs. I literally, when I put in the SSD into this console, I was too lazy to save the save files from my old SSD. because I thought I can just do 2 speedruns very quickly and have everything set up anyway. So that is why it's like fresh. Which is fine, because who cares? So wait, how far was I ahead if I didn't fail the Hydra Swarm cycle? Yeah, I'll get it eventually. We'll see when I care enough. Five minutes? Dude. This is sad. So what you're saying is basically if I do decently well and then don't mess up Argus, I basically got it? This is silly. Yeah, PS2 is different, but I'm not competing with Motohanto. He's good at the game. Haters will say it's just the SSD. Fuck off! Are you all seeing this shit? Wonder refuses to not shake in this version. Leo, if you ever feel like PS4 is bad, play PS3 for a little bit, and then you will realize you've been playing easy mode for your whole life. On PS3, Wonder refuses to not shake. Sometimes he would stand on like even ground and decide, you know what, let me just fall over and die. Hey Leo, Stocky has been learning Fire Red Round 2. It will become relevant in October. I've been learning Emerald with less success so far, but soon enough. I was already able to manipulate a mudkip. It will happen for specific reasons. And it's important. I might also speedrun Pokemon XD. And yes, I bought Pokemon XD for 120 euros. It was a steal. Considering it's worth over 150 at this point. Yeah, Pokemon XD, it's so rare at this point that buying it anywhere is just impossible. If you go to like CEX or something, they ask 200 euros for it. Yeah, because some things they just make it worse. It is very, yes. I guess, to say differently, people know of the game, but it's not like in the forefront of things. It's not like a mainstream game or anything. Yes, it has a lot of impact. Eco also had a ton of impact. Without Eco, Dark Souls wouldn't be the same. It doesn't mean that it's not niche. Ask your average Joe about Shadow of the Colossus, they might have heard of it. Ask them about Eco, they probably haven't heard of it. And this is okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's the way it is. That's literally the definition of what niche is. It is niche to your average gamer who plays the newest FIFA, Call of Duty, and maybe a Dark Souls and calls it the hardest thing ever. Fuck off, Wonder. Like, quite literally, what are you doing with your life? Have you seen that, Leo? Have you seen that just now, Leo? Sometimes he just behaves fine, sometimes he refuses to be fine. And then proceeds to shake for whatever reason he can find. And then it becomes quite difficult because now I'm running out of stamina and I'm falling. Listen here, gamers. Have you heard of Shadow of the Colossus? It's the newest shit in town. Not many people have heard of it, but I tell you, it's good shit. Well, yeah, because it's a PS4 game. Gaming has become more mainstream in general. But the PS2 and PS3 versions didn't really sell. Most casual playthroughs of this game I've seen have complained that the fights are too hard. And that the game controls like shit and that, you know, it's garbage. Well, yeah, of course. But it is not like your conventional game, and it's not really a fighter in that sense, it's a puzzle game. If you don't understand that, you will have a rough time. Well, Eco is not widely known. Shadow is known, but barely anyone has played it in comparison to the mainstream games. I'm tired of the conversation. Can we stop that, please? Which is a weird thing to say. Is that true? Because I feel like just gameplay wise it feels more niche, but it probably isn't, yeah. I'm not sure. It's just a different audience almost. Because I know many people who have enjoyed Shadow of the Colossus haven't enjoyed The Last Guardian and vice versa. I only really played it through it because I liked Shadow of the Colossus a lot and because I wanted to do a trifecta, but all in all, if I was just playing it casually, I would have played through it once and left it at that. Well, but the storytelling and the slow narrative and all of that feels niche in the sense of just how it feels, not what it is probably. Well, I'm not sure if it's a prequel. Shadow is a prequel to Eco. TOG kind of ties into it in weird, subtle ways. But it's not really a prequel. If anything, the game hints at the fact that it's way after Shadow of the Colossus. But only very vaguely. No, it's not. In some aspects I would even agree, in other aspects not. But it's underappreciated for sure. I enjoyed the casual playthrough of it a lot. The speedrun is definitely worth a try for anyone. Beta story is a wild take. But I get what you mean though. This was a way cleaner fight this time around. It's an acquired taste, in a way. I'm not sure if I liked my first playthrough of Shadow of the Colossus. I enjoyed the mechanics of it and the fact that time attacks, but could only really appreciate the story after multiple playthroughs. On my casual playthrough, I did like the fact that the Malice fight required you to stab a non-indicated part of his body to stabilize the hand, which didn't make sense to me because it was the first time around you really had to do it, which made the whole thing very awkward. Yeah, the funny thing is that the speedrun strategy for Malice is easier than the casual intended route. Like, once you know how to do it, actually way easier. What do you mean better New Game Plus options? Shadow is not more replayable. Because replayability, I'd most definitely disagree. If you say Eco is more replayable than Shadow. But that's just tastes, I guess. Okay, then I lost your train of thought. Maybe this time I can actually hit with foot properly. Further down. Okay, this is fine. Oh, it's not fine. Fuck you. Okay, whatever. You know, technically very, very bad, but honestly, with the level of gameplay we're dealing with here, this is fine. Fuck you! And all you stand for. Seriously. Okay, I need more time and have to start earlier for this game to make sense. Like... I think I can probably easily beat the... because I want to speedrun hard any percent right now. What kind of question is that? I will have to like look into well, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm done for the day. Have fun, everyone. I'll be back and I'll beat this fucking hard any percent. But not today. Maybe tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, or definitely Sunday if none of those days. Actually, before I leave, let me do a couple things in Time Attack. Just because you wanna see Time Attack. Yeah, I know, but I don't want it to just be a no reset run. And you know, the funny thing is, if I actually do it properly, I might beat Noto Hunter as well. Because I just realized it's not even that bad. Let's see if I... So, I have Tenabila. I'm so assuming you're the guy who newly joined the Discord. If I can make it work, maybe I can blow your mind. I could do it way better on PS4 version, but it works on PS3 as well, just for you to see what is doable in... I think I could do it. I would just need a clean 2-cycle Pelagia and it's only... and a okay Argus. And that's that. What's the world record for NTA Phaedra on PS3? I think I could at least get close to it. Unless you're talking about the Noto Hunter one. Come on, I can do it. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see much of it today because honestly, I just wanted to do one Chono research run, but then again, the fact that I have standards caught up to me. But I'll be back with more Shadow runs and a couple of other games very soon. Specifically with Shadow, I wanna now more than ever beat the hard any percent. Quote unquote world record, because I feel like I can do it way easier than I previously thought I could. With the ideal goal being a sub 144, which will be hard but doable. What do you mean? Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I will always be coming back to Shadow. Every now and then I feel like not playing it. But usually that feeling goes away quickly because it's just the game I have most fun with speedrunning. Okay, now I want to see if I can make this work because this annoys me. Come on. You know, JK, when I last did this felt way easier than it is right now, and I'm not sure what I'm doing it wrong. Maybe the positioning. Okay, maybe here. Yeah, I got to make it work in PS3 as well. In fact, I was fairly consistent, but right now I'm just not hitting it. Yeah, I know there's bats in this game. Well, yeah. Just the way you would do it on the PS4 version before we had to set up. So hopefully I can get to blow your mind if I just make this work. Right now I'm making it look way worse than it actually is. Because on PS4 this strategy is consistent enough to do it in full game runs, and the percentage of success there is nearly 100%. But here it's a bit harder. You can do it without charging the jump? Huh. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong right now. Maybe I'm taking too long. Yeah, like, my dude. This is what I'm actually aiming for. Ah, come on. Since I moved everything, my freaking... Wait a second, is this? No. Where is 20% hard? Is this the one? Yeah. These are the actual splits on the PS5 that I got. And I could probably replicate it, not quite as well, but close. Because I didn't want to be bothered with setting up the splits. That's a good question, JK. Oh boy. If you do it, I'll do it. But I'm not sure I will initiate that conversation. But you're right, I could just set it as an option for people. Come on. Come on. No. I, in fact, made a specific decision to not apply for affiliate anymore on Twitch, and I stand by that one. It's a personal decision. Well, besides the fact that I don't wanna... There we go. Oh, that's a good question. I think when I reset this up, I probably changed back to 1080. But I'll have to get back to this. Ah, unfortunate. It ate the input there. I'm not sure if it was like some kind of, what's it called? I think it made some things feel different, specifically like it made some things feel different. I'm not sure if it made it worse or better. Probably just imagining things, but 720 at some points felt like an upgrade. Wait, that's not the one. Where is it? Game settings maybe? No, that's not it. It has to be this, right? No. System settings maybe? No clue, I'll have to take a look at it later. You gotta hit his eye, then he will stop attacking. Anyway, see you all